Hey guys, how are ya? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. Today's my birthday, March 21st. I turned 52 years old. So how did it happen? I have no idea. So I'm going to film this little intro. Then I'm going to probably attach a clip or two from this morning. I hung out in bed with the cats for quite a while. Took a clip or two, and then I had some cake for breakfast. I ate the rest of my cake. It was my birthday cake and a cake I bought to celebrate my grandmother's birthday as well on the 16th. And then, honestly, I really didn't do much. I went out to IKEA. 2 buses to get to IKEA, which wasn't bad. It was the getting back from IKEA that was a real hassle. There were no Ubers, no Lyfts, nothing available. So I had to take the 2 buses back, which was just a hassle after a long day. Went to Walmart, I found more cat treats. I know. Shh, don't tell me I know I have a problem. But I found a couple more boxes at Walmart and I put them aside because, you know, who knows when they're going to run out again. So I'd rather have too many than not enough. And now, really, that's been my whole day. That's been the whole day, my whole birthday. It's been good. I wanted to say it was kind of a bummer, only because it was my birthday, and I was really hoping to go out and do something special. But, you know, there's nothing on the Strip that really calls to me. I'm not about to go spend money in a restaurant and eat a really nice meal by myself. And, you know, I've tried renting a car, and the cheapest car rental I could find was still almost $200. I have a sneaking suspicion when I don't need one, they'll be cheap again. But so I just hung out at the house, went shopping for things I needed. At IKEA, I bought some cabinet fronts and something for the cats. I'll show you when I eventually do a house tour what I bought. But now I'm going to cook some dinner, and then hopefully either have leftovers for either tomorrow night, or I have a trip coming up. It's a duplicate of my last trip, so we'll see if I have some leftovers for that. And now you're going to probably see some cats, me eating my birthday cake. You won't see in the video that I'm wearing a caftan. Does anyone know what a caftan is? Yeah, think Mrs. Roper, if anyone is even old enough. Some of you are old enough to know Mrs. Roper. Mrs. Roper from Downstairs on Three's Company. Yeah, it's kind of a literally a caftan. I got it at Ross, and I'll tell you, it's so comfortable. Just to walk around, no one sees me. And God knows you're never going to see me in it, but it's comfortable. It's more comfortable than a bathrobe, I'll tell you that for sure. All right, so let's get a start with seeing the cats. Again, my birthday cake. And then I'm going to cook dinner, and I'll have you watch if you want to watch. If not, well, this was a boring video. All right, so I'll talk to you later. What a nice way to start the day. A little cuddle from Claire. Hi. My baby girl. My other baby girl's sleeping up in the window there. Hi, honey. Yes, I'm talking about you. She loves watching the pigeons fly by. And is it right here, buddy? Yeah? What? 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 All right. Lenore, what's going on? What's going on? Buddy's over there, and I'm just about to settle in for my breakfast. It's a big piece of cake. Eleanor was trying to go under the stove, and now I know why. Look at all of these toys. I've been buying more mice because they disappear. And look, here they are. Oh, don't go in there, buddy. Hello, Claire. How are you? You're sitting in one of my favorite chairs. Little love. But before I get to cooking, look at Eleanor. Oh, look at my baby. In one of my favorite chairs ever. Alright, I don't think the oil is hot enough. Oh, I hear it. Yeah, I guess the oil's hot enough. Saute an onion and a big pile of garlic. Oh, there's a basil leaf running away. Wrong cutting board. These little edges here. Alright. Clearly I'm not a cook, but there's a good sized onion, some garlic, and the tops of 2 of my peppers. I'm going to make some stuffed peppers. Panko. This is some big pile of black pepper, oregano, a little bit of salt, and that little pinch of baking soda, because apparently that really does work, getting those onions brown. And saute these things up. You probably don't want to watch me saute onions. You know, I'm not sure if I said it a moment ago, but I was thinking, if I didn't already say it, that this birthday felt like a bust. It really did. You know, I guess I wanted to do something, you know, like go to Red Rock or Valley of Fire, or do something. Just even go to antiquing or something, but could not do that. And then I heard myself say it was a bust. I woke up, gratitude list, right? I woke up in my own bed, surrounded by my loves. I had a piece of cake for breakfast, sitting in a chair that I own, in a house that I own. And I went out and I spent some money that I earned at a job that I absolutely adore, that I love, and I work for a company that I love. So I heard myself say, what a bust. Yeah, it could have been more fabulous. It could have been. But I don't know if it could have been any more satisfying. So, in case you heard me say, or if you imagined I said, I'm not sure if I did, this was a bust. It wasn't a bust. It just wasn't what I wanted. But, you know, expectations are baby resentments, right? So, best to get rid of those right away. So, all right, let me get back to cooking. These onions look like they're almost ready. Let me set you down right there. I think that the onions and the peppers are softened up, if not completely cooked through, but I'm going to throw this in my Instant Pot, so things don't have to be completely cooked, as long as things got some texture and some flavor and all that stuff. All right, so let me dump this into a bowl, and then I will cook the beef. All right, so I'm using this tool that a subscriber sent me from Pampered Chef, the tool itself. So I really like it. You just chop up the beef and you can, you know, stir it around, do all sorts of stuff. So I'm gonna cook the beef. I was gonna do the whole thing in my Instant Pot, but there's a satisfaction to actually cooking something. So I'm gonna use my stovetop and do all the work on the stovetop, and then I'll throw the peppers, once they're stuffed, into the Instant Pot to cook. All right, I probably should have thrown, I wish I knew what I was doing. I probably should have put this basil in with the vegetables as I was cooking those, but I didn't want to overcook the basil because I don't know, instinct is telling me that I shouldn't. So I'm just going to cook it a little bit with the beef because it feels like I'm supposed to. I don't know why. And then, while that's cooking just for a minute or two, I'm going to throw in, now I don't know if I'm supposed to throw the whole, I'm going to go for it. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to throw all the liquid and everything in here, but this is a can of crushed tomato, can of whole peeled tomatoes. And using my impeccably clean hands, as Emmy Made Japan likes to say, although they are not impeccably clean. I have been playing with the cats. But I don't mind a little bit of cat hair. I live surrounded by cat hair, so I'm just going to break these tomatoes off. I really don't know if I'm supposed to put the whole can of liquid in there too, but I don't know what I'm doing, so I think that this is suitably squished. It feels like something you would give a kid on Halloween with a blindfold. Here, put your hands in this bowl. Alright, so I think those tomatoes are kind of broken up a little. Rinse off my hands. I love my sink. It's big and roomy. I'm going to throw in some panko breadcrumbs because it feels like I'm supposed to. I don't have regular breadcrumbs, and I think that the beef is cooked. It looks pretty with the green in the, ooh, can you see that? With the green inside the beef. Alright, so what else? Oh, I got a whole bunch of cooked rice in there. Okay. I should probably put more than one egg in this, considering how much stuff is in this bowl. And a little Worcestershire sauce. And a couple, I don't know what feels right, tomato paste. And I think that's, what am I putting in my, stuffed peppers. I probably could use a spoon because this isn't that thick, but I've always seen my grandmother always used to use her hands in the kitchen, and here I am using my hands. This is very liquidy. I probably shouldn't have put the liquid from the can in there, but oh well. I'll have to learn by making my own mistakes. Okay, now let's add that beef. And now I'm going to, I think, drain some of this fat. Hold on one sec. All right. Well, it doesn't look bad. It kind of looks like I pureed a pizza, honestly. We'll see what happens. I'll only post this if it's edible, because I don't want to embarrass myself too much. So, if you're seeing this video, it turned out okay. I had salt in the vegetables when I was sauteing those up, and I had a little teeny tiny bit of salt to the beef as it was being as it was cooking. So this should be salty enough. Someone wrote a comment recently, I should watch my salt, otherwise I won't be around for much longer. I have outlived worse things than sodium. I survived the 70s, 80s, 90s, the 2000s, and 2010s. I'm relatively healthy. I've eaten worse things than too much salt. Heck, I've snorted things that were worse for me than too much salt. All right, so that is my mixture. Ta-da! And those are some of my peppers. Now I'm gonna stuff them. All right. I'm gonna put this stuff into these peppers. I'm gonna have way too much filling for these peppers. So if these work out tonight, I'm going to go to the market tomorrow and buy more peppers. I have a feeling that is gonna expand for some reason. I'll just tuck a little more in there. So I fill these 3 peppers. They were 69 cents each at the market. The ground beef was probably, I don't know, $4. $4. The onion was a 99 cents, 69 cents. The spices I already had, the garlic I already had. So if this works out, this is going to be a pretty economical meal, and this will really be great for meal prep for work. So I'm hoping these work out. I haven't had a stuffed pepper since I was probably, I don't know, 15. Don't ask why I thought of this. I have no idea. All right, so those are my 3 stuffed peppers. A little more on top of the sucker here. I have no cheese or anything to top these. So I'm gonna use some marinara sauce or something I have when I want to eat them. I'll put some sauce on there. But now I'm gonna throw these into this silicone little number that I have from that fits inside my Instant Pot. Let's see if you can see that. Kinda. So I'm gonna throw these inside this like silicone sling. Doesn't that sound fun? And and then throw these in the Instant Pot. Now the recipes that I've seen for Instant Pots, there you go. Doesn't that look kind of neat? The recipe, me again, I've seen for Instant Pot, stuffed peppers was like 15 minutes, but everything was raw inside the peppers. So I don't know if I should still do 15 minutes or not, but the only thing it has to cook is the pepper. So I might do it for 10, which is probably even way too much. Let's go for 5, because everything's cooked, right? So I'm gonna go for 5 minutes. We'll see what happens. Okay, so there's the sling inside the Instant Pot. I have a cup of water in there. Ta-da! And I'll turn this on for 5 minutes. So pressure cook. If you've not used one of these before, this is how easy it is. You literally just hit pressure cook, 5 minutes. Ta-da! And you have to make sure that the knob is on the ceiling. But that's it. I know, if you've not seen me cooking before, my Instant Pot is filthy. Don't even judge. And there you go. So when it hits, when it's pressurized, 5 minutes will show up, and then it'll count down to 0, and then I'll open it up. Right, so it's cooking. I added 5 minutes to the cooking time because I remembered I threw a raw egg in there, and I'm not too keen on salmonella, so I figured I would add some cooking time. It can't hurt. If I have an overcooked pepper, so be it. And one of my favorite tools in the kitchen, now my Instant Pot is my absolute favorite thing. Like when I die, just put it in the box with me. But one of my favorite tools is something I did not expect. It is, let me show you. My mortar and pestle. I use it every time I cook. I use black pepper quite often, and I'll tell you, throw some black peppercorns in there. I threw the salt in with the black peppercorns and the oregano that I used, and I crushed it all up because I figured the salt would help with crushing down I don't know, I was thinking too much. But I just love that mortar and pestle. It takes 2 seconds to really crush some black peppercorns, and the smell from fresh ground pepper, some fresh cracked pepper. It's like rose. It has like pine and all sorts of different scents that I never smelled in pepper before. And I love that mortar and pestle. Now I've spent a minute and a half talking about my mortar and pestle. It's probably done. I should probably stop talking about that. I've got 9 minutes left to wait for my dinner. We'll see what happens. All right, it's done. If I wanted it to keep warm, I would just leave it as it is. I'm going to hit cancel. It's turned off, and I'm just going to unplug it for good measure. And now I'm going to use this thing. It's so big. But I'm going to put it on top also and give it a little turn. Oh, that smells so good. Oh my God, that smells so good. All right, it is done. The steam has stopped. The button has dropped. It would normally make noises when I opened it up, but I unplugged it. And the steam. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. Oh, and they look good. All right. All right, let me get my baking dish out just to. So, all right, those are comfortable to touch. Pull this out and put this on a baking dish to let it cool off a little. That's what's left in the bottom of the pot. And that's what they look like. Not too shabby. All right, let it cool off for a second, and then I'll cut into one for dinner. All right, well, it looks like one of the peppers kind of opened up on its side. And getting these out feels like it's going to be getting a first brownie out of a... Oh, no, it's working, it's working. Yay. Oh, man, that looks so good. And guess who doesn't have marinara sauce or tomato sauce? That would be me. But I did find a jar of tomato pesto, so I'm kind of hoping that will work. Doesn't look half bad. Just a little something. All right, let's try this out. The pepper's done. Well, oh, it's all coming out. It's all like overdone lasagna. I was trying to get a good forkful. All right, wait. Here we go. All right. That's yummy. It's not very cohesive because I think it's just too much liquid and not enough meat. I could have added an egg. That is good. I was going to say it's a little sweet, but that is because of the pesto. That's because of the tomato pesto. So I'm going to try and bite without the tomato pesto and some of that pepper. Oh my God, it's so good. I could have used more salt. I could use more salt. Ooh. Classy, right? Licking stuff off my hand. That is very good. It's a nice first attempt at like a dish. I think I'll have to work on this, but I'm feeling inspired enough to work at it. So I have another pound of ground beef in the freezer. I'm going to defrost that, brown it, put it in this that I have left over, all of that. Isn't that a great bowl? Oh, I love this bowl. And then add another egg, add more salt, and maybe some red pepper flakes. And then I'll buy some more peppers, and I'll do this again tomorrow for meal prepping for my trip coming up. But in the meantime, I'm going to eat this stuffed pepper and pack those up for maybe tomorrow's lunch or tomorrow's dinner. I might make some spaghetti as a side to one of those, and I'll have to buy some sauce. Oh, and isn't this a great shirt? Look at this shirt. Isn't this fun? Isn't that fun? Look at the back. I love this. I got this at Buffalo Trading something or other. It's like a used clothing store. Whatever. I don't wear other people's clothes. I don't buy used clothes. This had tags like it was new, but it was $17. I will buy a lot of stuff from Goodwill, but I can't wear someone else's clothes. They might be dead, you know? Like, I don't want to wear dead people's clothes. All right. Blah, blah, blah. How did I get from making stuffed peppers to talking about dead people? Classic Steven. All right. I will see you guys probably in a little bit. I don't know how I'm going to end my birthday, but I'll end it somehow. Cat hair. All right. I'll see you in a minute. Hi, handsome. It's a quiet night at the Pereira house. Where's Eleanor? There's Eleanor right there. Hi, Eleanor. Where's Claire? I don't know. It's a quiet night here. Ooh. All right. Hi. So it is 12:38 in the morning. I'm now in my 52nd year. And I'm settling in because I had that stuffed pepper. It wasn't enough. So I'm going to, I don't want to go to bed hungry. So I made some waffles. I love waffles. Waffles with lots of butter, and I warmed up the maple syrup. And I made myself a mug of hot milk or warm milk. So good. And I'm gonna eat this and go upstairs and give the cats some of their treats, and then turn over and go to sleep. Some good news before I have my waffles. Ugh. I opened up my mail and I wrote out my mortgage payment. Very exciting. I threw another $100 on the principal. I'm gonna try and do that every month, if not more. I do want to save up money for a car, but I'll save money by not spending money, like by cooking at home, for example. But I want to throw at least $100 extra on my mortgage every payment. Again, if not more, but I do want to save for a car. But after I filled out my little payment coupon and sealed that envelope, I opened up another piece of mail from my apartment, from my the leasing office for my apartment. I'm getting a credit of $200 from my deposit. That is shocking, because I mean, I left the place in as good a shape as I could, but they were going to have to replace that carpet completely, repaint the walls because of that leak from the ceiling that made a mess of that wall. And I mean, I am shocked, completely shocked, but they're giving me $200 back. And my deposit was only $300, so they kept $100. I am shocked. Did I say I'm shocked? Very happy, but shocked. So I have to drop them an email tomorrow with my new information, my old information. $200, baby. Had I known this, would I have rented a car? No, probably no, because this $200 is going to go towards something better, or I'll put it towards the shopping I've done for the cats over the past few days. So maybe, I don't know. But 200 bucks, I'll take it. Thank you. Nice birthday present. All right, so I'm gonna have my waffles, go to bed, and there we go. So happy birthday to me, and thank you guys for watching. Many of you have reached out and said happy birthday. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. You guys are a true gift that keeps giving. So thank you, and I will see you soon. Fly safe.